Okay, in our Omnibox, there's all kinds of things you can do. As I said, you can search. So you just go up here and you type in dogs, and it pops right into information about dogs. Or I can do math in my Omnibox. So if I need to know real quickly what 93 times 897 is, and I click enter, it'll pop up with a calculator and I can go to work on that. If I just want to pull up a calculator, if I just type in calculator, it'll pull up the calculator for me and I can do my stuff there. That's really nice to know. Some other things you can do. So if you need a timer, so I can say timer 2 minutes. And it pops up with a timer and it starts just going right there in my browser, and it'll actually chime when it gets to 2 minutes. So that's really nice. I can stop it if I want to. So that's the timer. Or if I want to know, like I've got a flight I need to get to, and I'm just guessing on a flight number here. So there's American Airlines, and it pops in the flight information just by typing in the flight information there. If I need to know, let's see, if I'm going to be traveling and I need to know how to do pesos to dollars, and I get a converter right there. Lots of nice things. Or a time zone, so maybe I need to know time in Denver, and it tells me the current time in Denver. So there's a lot of nice things that you can do right in your Omnibar. Another cool thing that you can do, and I'm going to actually expand this so you can see this a little bit better, you can set up different search engines within your Chrome account. So I often am looking for things that I've put in my Google Drive. So if I just type in GD and then click tab, it lets me search right in my Google Drive for something. So now I'm right in my Google Drive, right from my Omnibar. It popped me right in and brought me to my address list. Or YouTube, YT, and I can search for a YouTube video. Or Pinterest. Jump out of there. So if I want to search for something in Pinterest, I just hit that and it'll take me there. So the way to do that is if you go into your settings, so go to the hamburger and then to settings, and then if you go down here to the search and then manage search engines, and then you've got your default here, but then down here you've got other search engines, and these are just places I go that have searches in them. But so if it's not already there, but you'll see, like I go to Yelp, so what I did here is I clicked on Yelp and I changed that to a shortcut, which is YP. So when I type in YP and then tab, it takes me to the search engine for Yelp. So that's how you do that. See if I can get back to my, there we go. So the Omnibar is just full of functions. It's really good to know. You can also add calendar events in your Omnibox. So if you type in the time, the place. So if I type in calendar and then say dentist appointment Monday at 9 a.m. and then it will actually pop into my calendar. So that's a good thing to know. I'm going to jump past this. And I'm going to just show you some things with tabs. So one thing I have set up in mine is if I'm going to click here, this is going to totally mess things up probably. So in my tabs, these are tabs, and as I said, you can set it up so you have several different tabs going at the same time. To add a tab, I just click on the little tab nubbin right beside it here and I can go to a new page. So if I wanted to go to Pinterest, so now I have my Pinterest tab open, and then if I wanted to go to Google Drive, CNN, so I can add as many tabs as I want. Obviously, if you add too many tabs, it gets a little crazy. So you want to be able to manage your tabs. The other thing that you can do with your tabs is I can take my tabs and I can move them around to make them make more sense to me. I can also, if I click on one of the tabs, I just clicked on the tab, right clicked on the tab, I get some options. So I can pin the tab. So if I want this tab to stay there, even if I get rid of all my other tabs, I can pin it, and it just pins over here to the side so I can keep going back to it if I need to. The other things I can do is if I've got several different tabs open and I just want to clear them out, I can close all other tabs, or I can close tabs to the right. So if I've just gotten kind of out of control, I can just click close tabs to the right and those other tabs go away. I can also, and this is a really nice feature, is if I have a set of tabs that I'm using for researching a project or something like that, so maybe I'm on history.com, and I don't know, Wikipedia, and CNN. So when I get through here, if I like these tabs set up just the way they are, if I right click, I can bookmark all tabs. So then I can have a bookmark that is set up with those particular tabs in it. So when I click on that bookmark, all of those tabs open. All right. So that's telling a little bit about the bookmarks that I just talked about. Here's another really great little tip for working with tabs. So let's say I'm going to, I don't know, let's go to Mount Vernon Schools page. Schools.org. Oops. Up pops that page, and then I accidentally X out of that page, and then I'm thinking, oh, I need to find that page again. If I right click, I can go to reopen closed tab, and that tab will come back up. So that's a really nice feature. So if you get out of something and then you need to get back into it, you can go to reopen closed tab, and the last tab that you were in will pop up again. Lots of great bookmark functions. The other thing is, so your bookmarks up here, you can tidy them up a bit. Mine aren't very tidy right now. You can't see them very well because of the size here. But you can change those. If I right click on one, I can edit those, and I can change the title. And if it's something that has a favicon like Facebook or Flickr or Google Plus, you can actually take away the name, and so all that shows up is the favicon, and that's really handy just to save space on that bookmark section. So I can show you what that looks like by making this bigger. And you'll see here, for some reason it's not working on this one, but we'll switch to another view so you can see it. You'll see here I've got my my Flickr and my Facebook and my Google Plus, Google Keep, any of them that work that way. I've changed it to just a favicon so that they show up. So if I right click on that, you'll see that's what that looks like. The name is gone, but the address is there. Okay. Uh-oh, how did I do that? All right. So I need to just get out of there. I didn't need to be there. And come here. All right. Almost done here. Lots to see and do in the Chrome bar. So just click on these tips and tricks. A few things to know. So you can create a shortcut to your favorite Chrome apps by clicking on the app, and then it will pop into your navigation bar down here. So if you want your drive to show up down here or something like that, you can do that. Also, if you've got, like, sometimes I listen to Pandora, but it will say up there in the tab, if you're listening to Pandora, it will actually show you an icon that shows that you're listening to music or something on there, and you can click on that to mute that if you need to. And a few other tricks. So as we've said, Chrome is great for bouncing from one device to another. But if you're using Chrome on a shared computer, what you can do, if I can make this work right, is you can go to your Gmail account. So if I go to my my Gmail, lots of ways to do that here. And then down here at the bottom where it says last account activity, if I click details there, it shows me which browsers I'm on, and I can sign out of other web sessions. So if I forget to sign out of a shared computer, I can go to my Gmail, go to last account activity, click on details, and then I can sign out of the other web sessions. So I'm no longer signed on other computers. That's a good thing to know. And getting close to the end here, we talked about creating shortcuts. So if there's any web page that you have, you can actually just drag that web page. See, I'll show you here. Hard to do at the moment because so I can actually just take one of these, if I find a web page that I want to have on my desktop, I just go to my Omnibar when I'm on that web page, and I drag it over to my desktop, and now I have a link to that right on my desktop. Okay. And for zooming, I do a lot of zooming. You can do control plus to make it bigger. I use that a lot, and the other way I do it is not as convenient as that, but this is the way I do it. I can go in here and I can zoom from here. Okay, and I made that bigger. And then the last thing that I wanted to share, so thank you for listening and learning along with me on Google Chrome, is the slides that I was using on my left side were created by Brandy Kane Hurd, another Google education trainer, and I appreciate her help with that. Didn't want to reinvent the wheel, but I wanted to share some great ideas about using the Chrome browser, and I hope you'll give it a try and see all the fun and efficient functions that you can use using your Chrome browser.